Give me just a moment here to finish remembering what I've got to set up, and should be ready soon. Okay, I think we're ready. Let me double check the video and everything on my phone. Think that's about it. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is I got how to start this out, I don't know. So not too long ago I got 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at somewhere around 1,100 now. However, my son recently let me know, my 5-year-old son, that Daddy, we're supposed to do a 1,000 subscriber special for getting 1,000 subscribers on your channel. And so I guess that's our plan today. We are currently at build limit. The top of these rails here is the build limit. You know, I did my platform one lower just to make sure I had a place to keep my bed and chests. But the plan is to build a Menger sponge or a Menger sponge. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. However, it's a really interesting shape where you take a 3x3 cube with holes punched out of the center of every face of it, and then you tile it a special way to where you use the 3x3 cube you made as a 1x1 for the next 3x3 cube, and use that 3x3 cube as a 1x1 for the following 3x3 cube, going up by layers. At least you do levels of it when you're making a, I guess, like a facsimile of one, like we're doing now. However, the real life, my audio's doubling. In real life, it's meant to be a fractal, I believe it's called. That way, you could zoom in forever and ever. However, Minecraft, you can't quite do that. So today I've got a little over 1,000 blocks that we're going to be using to... Can I do that? Is that fine? That should work. A little over 1,000 blocks that we're going to be using to complete this Menger cube. And ideally, as I slowly get better at all this and gain more of a time, we'll make the cube bigger and larger and greater. But for now, I guess let's get started. I've never built one of these. I thought it'd be more interesting to have my first time being live on the chat here. So I've got this shulker box with 1,000 chiseled polished blackstone. For various reasons, I've decided that hopefully this is a good choice of block to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this shape 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, a 3x3 square with the hole missing, but then turn that into but I can't go up. Ooh, that's an oversight. We'll turn that into a 3D shape to make a 3x3 cube, but we've got to build that 40, 50, maybe 60 times. Not really sure. So if this is the top layer, then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, yeah, I definitely need to recount that. Okay, so we want... Ooh, I have... You may not be able to see them, but I have coordinates. Oh, you can see them too. I have coordinates on the screen, so I can see what I'm doing. So 320 is what I'm standing on, but on 319 I want to go 27. Is it 27? Yeah, I suppose it's 27 down from that. Is it 23 times 3 times 3? 3 cubed. It's 27. So yeah, 319 minus 27, which gives us 292. So we'll start building on 292. Yes, we'll do that. So going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 291. Okay, math is hard. Well, but 292 is this one. So will it allow me to place a block on the side? Not quite. How do I do that? Do I have to go one up? So in theory, that is 292. Okay. So now I decide what direction I want to go. So I suppose that's our creeper farm down there. Then I probably want to build in that direction, I guess. Probably. So we'll actually put our first block right here. I think I'm making the right decisions. I hope so, because otherwise redoing all this in the future will be not a very enjoyable task. Okay, I picked it up. Whew. Only brought 1,000 with me. I'm sure I'll have to go back and get more later. So if this is our first block, our cornerstone, I guess we just start 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, and then we make it 3D, I suppose, in a manner of speaking. And that's our first block. That is our first 20 subscribers. And we just build a lot of those. So that'll be fun. Like I said, never done this before. Hope I'm choosing the right block and location. I guess we'll find out. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get a few more. We need 400 to start with, but I guess 380 is... See, because we already did 20. Yeah, so we need 380 divided by 64. I'm using a calculator. No way I know this. 5 stacks. And that's 320. 5 stacks and 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks and 20. So that's 5 stacks and 60. That should make us our first level 2 cube or sponge. Whee! Okay. So that's our first one, and then I do 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 2, let's see, okay. Pretty simple concept so far. I've done 0 Googling of this. I have no idea if I'm doing anything correctly or if I'm going to be making big mistakes throughout. No idea. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, corners. So that's 3. And then I make another one here. So this is our first 60 subscribers right here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Make sure not to fill in the wrong layer. And then another block here. So of these level 1 blocks, which level 1 is just a simple 20 block shape, the 3x3 cube, you need 20 of those to make a level 2, because it takes 20 blocks to make a level 1, so you need 20 level 1s to make a level 2, 20 level 2s to make a level 3, and it's exponential with the block count, cubed, I believe. I make another one here. So glad I have Swift Sneak though. There we go. And 2 more for the first third of our first level 2. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Not too bad. Let's see. And then I see so many streamers, they're able to stream and talk about completely different topic while they build, and I am struggling with that mentally. I suppose you get better at it with time, like most things. I mean, I'm kind of practicing it right now as I speak, but feels like it's taking a lot of brain power for some reason. Okay, well here's the first one, or the first third of the cube. So now I need to build up these 4 corners, leaving the space in the middle. So here we go. Ooh, can't make that mistake. Okay, so I'm going to build that level first, and then okay, this won't be too bad. Just can't fall in the holes. Let's see. I hope it's not glitching too much on you. Let's see. So that's the 4 corners, and then you build up each corner with its own level 1. Okay. It's 2 corners complete. Here we go. I've taken a really large hiatus from the channel. I think 4 months maybe. Just had a lot going on in life. A bunch of pretty serious health complications with my mother. I had worked on a really big video and then lost all the data just because I'm new at all this and still learning from my mistakes. just had a lot of things happen all at once, and so I just kind of temporarily quit what I was doing with the channel. But it was never meant to be for long, and it did go on longer than I meant it to. However, that's over now. I'm back to it. Uh-oh. However, I'm back to the channel now, and I don't plan on having another large hiatus again like that if I can help it at all. I plan on staying put for quite some time. Just put out a video, not a very complex video, but I did put out a video just a few days ago, and I have maybe 3 others just nearly ready to go, and I plan on sprinkling them around the next 2 weeks just to get more content out there, get better at what I'm doing, more practice, more visibility. Hopefully I start getting good enough. Good enough maybe isn't the thing to look for. Hopefully I start being able to really show the things I want to do and be better at showcasing what I enjoy doing and the things I like about the game. Nope, nope, nope. So that with time, I don't know, I'll get more subscribers. I'll be able to justify doing a little more, spending in more time making these videos. But honestly, even if I don't get any views, which I've recently not, or in general I haven't got many views, I've still justified doing it to myself. I really like documenting what we have going on and just showing it off to anyone or no one, or to I think about my future kids a lot, or the kids I currently have, but them in the future and their ability to look back on me playing this game and some of the things I say, the way my mind works, my specific thoughts and creativity, and just being able to hopefully one day they can look back on all this and have a half decent record of some of the things I was as a person. That's one of the really nice things about living in the modern age, is just how much we can record and save and not lose, at least not as easily lose, about people, Oh, that was it? Well, that's the first level 2. I'm gonna jump down and try to get that scaffolding gone. If I can, then we'll fly around and take a look at it. There we go. Need to brush up on my parkour. Okay, this is our first level 2. Wow. Okay, this I really like. Oh, I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing it. So for 1,000 we need 2 of these and a half. 2.5 of these. But for level 3, so because this is 20 level 1s, it made up a level 2. For level 3, excuse me, we need 20 of these. 20 of the level 2s, which is quite a big project. Okay, where's my scaffolding? There it is. It's over there. How do I get to it, though? I have no clue. I did not think about how to... Ooh. Wow. Oop, flew up a little too high. Let's see what we think. Okay. She could come in a little slower. There we go. Maybe this. Ah. How did I do that? Okay, but this is yeah, our first level 2. So tonight I'll be building 1.5 more of these, and then that will be our 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm somewhere around 1,100 at the moment. However, I think I'll stop at 1,000 and wait till I get to the next milestone, maybe 5,000 to get to the next level. Or I'm sorry, to take it to the next level, but I don't mean level a sponge. 5,000 will just be a nice, easy subscriber point. I might wait till 8,000 just because that'll be a fully complete level 3, which would be 20 of these. But that would be a much larger project to undergo. Okay. I'll get another 5 stacks and 80 instead of 6. Was it 5 stacks and 60? 5 times 64 minus 400. 5 times 64. 5 stacks and 80? That doesn't make sense. 6 times 64. 6 stacks. And 16. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There we go. So we've completed our first 400 units, I suppose. Units of the Menger sponge. And now we'll do our next 400. Not too bad. Now for the next 400, I guess I'm going to go sideways. Yeah, I think I'll go sideways from this one. If I can get down there to put a block, I'm actually not sure. Let me see. Want to turn off gamer tags. I'm going to text my dad who's on the server at the moment. Come see a level 2. I have the in-game player name turned off. This is 400 blocks. Okay. There we go. Now he can, I don't know, come check it out. See what he thinks. This is a really interesting shape. I think I did choose the right block with the right texture, at least on our texture pack, because it almost looks like it has another hole punched through the center. Almost. So I think that gives the right kind of illusion, especially once it gets large enough. Very interesting. I think my dad's going to come take a look at it because he is on the server at the moment. He's the only other person on right now. Um, oh yeah, there he is, flying around up there. I think he's trying to get a good look at it, but it's hard when you fly so quickly. Hey, there he goes. All right. Hopefully he thinks it's pretty neat choice for what to do with the subscriber count. I think it is, of course, but don't most people enjoy their own ideas? Usually the case. Oh no, he fell down. Whoa! Where is he? There he is. Can he land? Hey, there he is. Can I say hi? Let's see. X. No. Emotes. Change emotes. How do I change emotes? That button? No. That button? No. That one? Not that one either. That one? Hey. Getting started. No, how do I just say equip to A, X. Cool. Now I back out of all that. And then yay. Okay, now I'm going to oop. He's being a little silly over there in the background. Suppose now I'm going to work on the next 400. Now for the... I'm trying to text him, which is very difficult with how my phone's set up at the moment. Now, okay. Now for the next 400. Okay. Wait. I forgot how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No! How am I going to recover all those? All these? Well, they even... Oh, they did fall down here. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if they would, like, despawn out of range or still be falling. I don't know. I don't think I've ever retrieved blocks from that high up before. It's near the build limit. Really near it. But in theory, I got them all. Ooh, flashing lights warning. Apparently. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should not be so difficult. I don't know why it was for me. So, that, and then... Did I mess something up? you double? Ah, two doubles. Of course. What was I thinking? Skip one, two doubles. And then okay, not too bad. Now I can match these. There we go. Okay, okay. That is definitely not where that goes. Okay. You don't just get to skip one and assume it's fine. You have to actually pay attention, as it turns out. And then the next sets go here. Yes, yes, yes. And the next sets go here. And the last sets are just... Ooh, no, sir. There. Okay, and then we color in... Yeah, okay. This is working out fairly well. Yep, it's the that's the top third layer of what will be the bottom third. So out of 9 levels, it's level 3. Or something like that. I didn't look very hard, but I did see that somebody had built one of these in a world edit file at a level 5, which is 3.2 million blocks. Now, I don't know that anyone's actually ever built it in survival, which of course is what I'm playing in right now. But a level 5 would be very intimidating for sure. Okay, there's the bottom. Oh, I filled in the center. Oh, this is gonna get more and more difficult, isn't it? That's what I get for trying to cheat. I would sleep here, except... There we go. I'll go up top to sleep, and then I'll hop down to get the... Ooh! I'll hop down and get those blocks. Where is... I need a license to drive this thing. There we go. Can I not... Oh, I was crouched. Ah, that's my bad. Okay. So we'll sleep, then we'll go down and retrieve those few pieces. Ah, they're almost at the top already. Very nice. Glad items don't suffer fall damage. Okay, in theory we have all of our pieces back again. Very nice. Okay. Should not make that mistake again. That was a really simple mistake. I filled in the bottom. I filled in 9 level 1s instead of 8. So we will build this a little more correctly. Just try to do a bunch of level 1s. There's one level 1. Yes. There's level 1. 2 more for this part. And next. And then we fill in this layer. Yes, that will be the correct way to go about it, I think. So we don't repeat any mistakes. Let's see. I wish I could be more interesting. Wow, that's a blanket statement. I mean, like, while I'm actively streaming and recording myself, because I will, you know, save this video for future use, but I feel like this is taking so much of my brain power that I can't really think of any good topics. Though, you know, I suppose as most people, I feel that I'm a fairly interesting person most of the time. Recording it is a whole nother hassle. Much more difficult. Let's see. I don't know. My oldest son right now is going into... Well, he's currently in kindergarten, so after this summer, I guess he'll be in 1st grade. He's a little over 5.5. And my youngest is currently in EC, like early childhood. Like before pre-K, I suppose. And he will be turning 4 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. But we're having his birthday party this weekend. Birthday party for a 4-year-old. I mean, he's gonna have a blast for sure. What 4-year-old doesn't enjoy all the attention being on them? What else has been going on in my life that I would want to record? Not sure. My father's about to get his get a 4-year degree. He's nearly ready to graduate. He's on his last semester and struggling with online classes with professors that, well, some professors that don't understand what at least we see as the reason for an online class. Never understood that. Taken so many online classes where the professor has extremely strict guidelines, like, you know, Thursday at 7, be here or fail. Okay, maybe they're not that strict, but still, it's very strange. Most people do online classes, or at least I believe they're designed for people who work and have families and lives and other obligations that can't show up to a college class at specific hours. And then you get an online class that just requires you to still show up at specific hours. That just really doesn't make much sense. I am missing some blocks because I tried to fill in the center again. What is wrong with me? It's 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. Ooh, let's see. 1 block. Is that right? Yep. 2 blocks. And I'm definitely missing 1 somewhere, but where? I don't know. Did I get an extra? I could have just gotten an extra. I'm not the best with counting. I don't see any missing spots. Uh-oh. Just 1 extra. So strange. Alright, let's hop down our second level 2 and see if we spot any missing blocks. No, none there, none there. Because it's not... I would have expected myself to add an extra block somewhere. Like use up a block or lose a block to the ground. But to just have 1 singular extra block? That's a little strange, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Something fishy's going on. 1 hole, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this all looks good. There it is. Right there. How did I not see that? Okay. Okay, so it's here. Aha! But is that correct? Oh. So this block doesn't go here. Instead, the 2 blocks split the hole. So, of course. That was close. There we go. Was 1 block off from the sand. And up we go, up we go, up we go. Hey. Perfect landing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I have exactly the amount of blocks missing from my inventory as I should. This is 2 level 1. No, I'm sorry, 2 level 2s. If we count a 3x3 as a level 1, then this is 2 level 2s. We need 18 more to make a level 3. Yes. But today we're stopping at 1,000. This is so far 800 blocks total for the 2 sponges. 2 level 2 sponges. So we're going to go up and get the next round of blocks to make half of a level 2. Just half. Which should be 3 and 8. Let's double check our math on that. So we currently have 800 on the current sponge. So we need 200 left. 200. Come on, calculator. 3.12 and 0.12 is 8 of 64. Okay, so yep, 3 stacks and 8 blocks. We have exactly what we need. So let's hop down, I suppose. Whee! Smack. We're gonna hop down to the other level. Ooh, we need to sleep. I'm sure monsters can spawn on the thing. Maybe on the top surface. And in the center areas too. Huh. Okay. There we go. Oh, almost went too far. So our scaffolding is there. So we want our next 3x3 to be, I'm sorry, 9x9 to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And our last run. Oh, very nice. Okay, now we're not going to try to cheat this one too much, because last time that backfired on us, and we had some mistakes. Okay, good, good, good. So, make the wall, go around the hole, close it up. Yep, make the wall, go around the hole, close it up. Very nice. Make the wall, go around and close it up. Then make the wall, close it up. And last one. Uh-oh. Oh. Is that? No, that's not it. Oh, that's it. There we go. And then, so if we're going half, it'll stop somewhere on that layer, I suppose. Okay. So we're just going to keep making our level 1 cubes. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll confuse myself. On each corner, nowhere else. Not here. Next corner. Such an interesting shape to have, and hopefully I'm saying this correctly. It should have infinite surface area, but a volume of 0. Of course, in actuality, or at least in Minecraft, it's not the case, but that's simply because the one block we're starting with isn't already an infinite fractal. Instead, it's, you know, a singular block. Otherwise, it would have infinite surface area, yet 0 volume. Did I do this correctly? I think so. But in this case, I need to fill in the rest, not just the corners. Can I do that from up here? 3. Then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Not too bad. Ooh, no, I did not mean to fall. It's gonna take some getting used to. 1, 2. This is a simpler version. Hit 2 and then put the top on it. Okay, 2 for each column. A little easier for me not to get confused, I think. Time will tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the 8 on the bottom. Okay, that's the first third layer of them. Now each block takes 20, and I only have 32 plus 8, 40 blocks left, so I can make 2 more blocks, and that is all, folks. So I think we're going to make this corner block and that corner block. And that'll be it. That'll be half of the next level 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Fill in the top. And then go down to the next corner. So first you outline, then you do columns of 2. 1, 2, and here is 1,000 subscribers. Here we go. Bam. Now that is a very strange build, but I really enjoying it. Let me see. Now here's the thing, I currently have more than just 1,000 subscribers, so do I go ahead and do another 100, or do I leave it at where it is? Do I continue it? I don't know. Let me check on my channel and see how many I have. I'm currently sitting at, well, that says 1,100. But can we get an exact number? We can't. Because on my phone, I'm not viewing it from my actual channel. I'm viewing it from an outsider looking at my channel. I can't get an actual number count. But that's okay. As much as I would love to continue building and I want to see the level 3, I think the real idea is I have to continue getting more subscribers and earn building and seeing, instead of 3.5 of these blocks, 20 of these all put together to make a level 3 block. And then that will be 18,000 subscribers. So I have a bit of a distance to go before I ever get there, if ever. I guess it just matter how much I would like to do it, how much I enjoy sharing my builds and what I've got going on. Yeah, I think I will tear down the rest of the scaffolding and glass up there, and then I will log off for the night. Because now that I have some of the cube built, I realize I really don't need an entire work area up here. So let's just get rid of all of this. This is mindless enough. Let's see if I can think of something interesting to say. Something interesting. Online classes really can be annoying when the teacher has a different perspective of what an online class should be. Of course, my favorite classes have always been the ones that fully open up the entire class before they... Or I'm sorry, they fully open up the entire class and then just kind of leave it open. So you can do the class at your own pace. Self-paced class, I suppose. Would have been a lot easier to say. Even the ones that open it up in phases, you know, phase 1, 2, and 3 or something like that, I've always enjoyed. And yes, sometimes I would find myself kind of postponing it or putting it off, procrastinating it. But all in all, it always seemed to work so much better. I would spend a couple of days really hitting the class hard and learning whatever I was being forced to learn. Or even, you know, things I found interesting. I just learn it all and then be able to really digest it instead of like 30 minutes to an hour a week. And then every week you're trying to remember what you learned last week. I feel like the few classes I had that, the real classes I had that had their entire course load opened up all at once, or at least in a couple large phases, I feel like I really not only enjoyed those classes, but even learned more just because I was able to dive really deep, even if it was only for a few days. Just, you could really dive into it, which it probably ended up being the same amount of time as if I would have spent 1 hour a week rather than a bunch of hours over a couple days, but I feel like it really cemented more of the learned knowledge in me for longer. Like I really learned it better. I got a more of a concrete grasp on just in general what was going on with whatever that class was, you know, whether it be like some kind of metallurgy class or drafting class or calculus 2 or what have you. I feel like I was able to learn it much better. Okay, well, here's our last look at our 2.5 level 2s. This is our, what, 1,000 subscribers, our 1,000 blocks of our Menger sponge. Hopefully one day we'll see this thing be much, 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 much larger. But that's only if I work for it. So far I've reached 1,000. I will continue working on it. Let's see, are there any thousands that are a divisible of 20? I guess 2,000. That would be 10. No, that's not how this works. Is it? 4. It would have to be 4,000. 4,000 subscribers would build half of a level 3, which is the entire first bottom layer with 8 blocks and then 2 of the corners. Wow, that would be a lot. So maybe at 4,000 subscribers I will hop back on and do some more levels if I feel like I've earned it by then. If it's not too far in the future. I think that'll be a really nice thing to look forward to rather than waiting to 8,000, which I feel like will take much longer. But maybe even 2,000, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make it a thing where I just hop on every couple of months and do however many multiples of 20 I can do for the level ones. You know, maybe I hop on in 2 months because I have 3,000 subscribers and I just do that many, or close to that many blocks for however many level ones that is. I don't know, just thinking out loud here. But I'm really enjoying this. I suppose monsters can spawn on this, can't they? I don't know. I should probably sleep, however, so let's do that. As I clean up and then head back home, you'll get a couple of sneak peeks, excuse me, at some projects we're currently working on. Which side was my... here's my scaffolding. Okay, well, I wanna jump in one more time. Let's see. It's so strange. This is such a cool build. Infinite surface area, but no volume. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's a mess. Alright. Hey, Trader Joe, what's up? You couldn't spawn up top? Bummer. Dude, I'm sorry. Made you wait for me all the way down here. Oh, my bed! Didn't even notice I didn't pick it up. Glad I got that back. Alright. Can you see it from down here? Oh, you can! Oh, that's kind of satisfying. I like that. That is something. I don't know what it is, but I like it. That is really cool. So that is the first 3 blocks of what you can almost, if you try to fill it in with your mind, like you can almost see how that could be 8 more blocks to just outline a square. Just outline a square. Where's my mouse? Here we go. To just, you know, go straight down, cut over, right up. Yeah. And then that would be a level 3. And then 20 level 3s is a level 4. 4 is 160,000 blocks. So level 1 is, 20 blocks. Level 2 is 400. Level 3 is 8,000. Level 4 is 160,000. And level 5 is 3.2 million blocks. Wow, that's much more interesting than I thought it may be. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back to the house now. I don't see any more items laying around. The house is relatively that way-ish. So we've got my squid farm, the Menger sponge, the creeper farm, and the totem farm. And then Emily's monument right over here. Somewhere. Creeper farm, so that way. Yes, there's Emily's monument. She hasn't been on much in the last really 2 months, but anyhow, let's head back home. Hopefully the lag isn't too bad as I'm loading all these chunks. And I hope the wind noise isn't too annoying either. Here is our giant crop field that I have as part of a video coming up. I want to tear down this little post. Yeah, it landed softly enough. And I need to build it back up elsewhere. So there we go. And going down. Ow. Make sure I pick up all my supplies. Now, is this one done? Now, there's still a handful of crops here that need to be grown. Oh no. Okay. I didn't mess up the farmland. Yet. But over here, I saw it looked like this is a pretty distinct square that isn't growing. So this may be too many chunks out, so I should move that scarecrow, that lookout post in another 8 blocks or so. No, 16 blocks, yes. Yes, 16 blocks. That's what we'll do. Pick up our supplies. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, that is almost perfect. I could have asked for a better spot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to add some dirt to the outside. 3, 4, 1, 2. There we go. Beautiful. Why it needs to look like that, I don't know. I just like it. That should be close enough to that far corner right about there that is like one chunk further to allow me to AFK here and let that grow. And then we're going to take care of that far side over there as well. So all this has grown well. And then this chunk. That's the problem, isn't it? That's the main problem, this whole area here. So really, anywhere right about here. So we're going to go in like 1, 2. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then put down some dirt. There we go. And let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like a nice little AFK spot just for funsies. Yeah, I'm really liking this. So if I AFK over there at some point, hopefully maybe tomorrow, and then AFK here, then the majority of the crops will be fully grown by then. That'll be nice. Alright, let's go home and put away some of our items, and then we're going to call this a day. We need to unload this. We're not going to do that live, but I do need to spend some amount of time cleaning up our unloading chests at some point soon. That's full. Some point real soon. Let's see if I can get a good angle here. There we go. Is that a nice view? I suppose. All right, everyone. Well, thank you to anyone who watches this in the future. I appreciate it. If you notice anything specific about the video quality, bit rate, for those that know what that is, because I don't, audio quality, weird sounds, audio level mixing, anything you might notice and you want to share your opinion, please let me know, because there's a small chance you could be right, and actually a pretty large chance considering I don't know what I'm doing. So any advice or anything you can kind of throw my direction could really change things a lot for me and make my content so much better. So yeah, thank you to anyone who sees this, and I can't wait to see how large we can make our Menger, our sponge in the future. Once again, thank you so much. And I suppose, bye. What do I usually say? Bye, buddy. See you next time.